Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Jamie, and this will be a reading for Aries. Could resonate if you're an Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you are completely new to tarot, that means that not every reading is going to resonate for you. Definitely only take it if it does. And we can also kind of disregard gender. I'm going to pull cards like kings, queens, emperors, and empresses. And the sex really doesn't matter. The card describes a personality, so you'll know who we're talking about. If you want to catch more readings, you could subscribe to the channel to get notifications when I post. I'd be grateful. I also offer a membership. If you want to check out the perks for that, you can just hit the join button below. And I do offer readings to my members. If you want a free one-question detailed answer, just a small reading, you could subscribe to my husband's channel. That's in the description of the video. You have to be there for 14 days, and you just show me proof and give me a question, and I'll give you an answer. Okay, so we're not pulling on anything specific. I'm just going to let the oracle lead the reading, clarify with the tarot, and I'll grab some advice at the end. So we have teach. Inspire others and let nature be your greatest teacher. Addiction. Guardian at the gate. I uphold my boundaries. My time, energy, and space are treasures that I protect. I care for myself and say no when I need to. I am the guardian of my life energy. And creeping. The overall energy here is the Two of Cups. It's in the reverse. We have the Empress, Libra, Taurus, the Star, Aquarius, the Ace of Wands, Justice, Libra energy, the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. And in the challenge position, the Nine of Swords. Okay. So just straight off the bat, I feel like I feel like a need for support or connection. You know, the Two of Cups is always, to me, a card of choice because it's a two, but it's about connection. And I feel like there's some people that you're choosing not to connect to in a situation because you're healing from something. Now, people can get addicted to all kinds of things. For some of you, it's substances. For some of you, it's relationships, you know, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I think here, some of you I want to say have good boundaries. It's like there's a defensiveness to certain people because you feel like they just aren't who you need in your life at this time. You know, especially if it's like substances. You know, you can't be friends with people that use. Can't do that. You can't be friends with people who go out to the club every weekend. And you just can't, you got to make better choices. And I feel like there's this opportunity to get out of some type of bad pattern, and you also feel like a part of this, like, is your destiny. Like, I think that you're not just a person that's coming out of some type of addiction. You feel like you're supposed to inspire others and lead them to do the right thing. So you feel like at this point you have to be careful, not only with like who you let around you, but like who you are giving time and energy to. You know, I can see like maybe, I mean, you're here at tarot, so maybe some of you even do tarot, but like this would be like you get out of some relationship addiction that you have, you know, like you are literally addicted to a person. And so you decide that, you know, you're leaving this person alone, you're choosing this new path, and you're actually going to do tarot to help other people come out of this because you feel like you've healed like a certain part of yourself that you feel like you can help others to work on, you know. And I just think you feel like in order to truly align yourself with this life purpose, you can't have people around who wouldn't really support it. And that can look all kinds of ways, you know. But I feel like you worry about some of the people who don't support you in this, you know, it's especially if it's tarot. Like, people have all different kinds of ideas about that, but I don't feel like for everybody that this is that, you know, like this could be, you know, say that you once upon a time were an addict and you went through that journey of healing, which is so much deeper than just getting off of something, you know. It's a whole bunch of, you know, healing past traumas and working through things in therapy. Like, it's not easy, you know. Well, somebody here knows, you know. And then later on, it's like, you know, you're clean and you decide you're going to become a drug counselor, and like people that know that you used to use, they have slick shit to say about that. You know, like they don't actually support that. They feel like that's a crazy position for someone like you to be in. Like, it's just nonsense. But yeah, I mean, if people are watching every little thing that you do and trying to, I think, confuse you or set you back, then it's pretty fair to cut them off. I don't know. I think there are just specific people, and you're worried about, you know, your reputation from their point of view anyway, because I don't know, I'm asking why you care about it. That's what I'm saying. Why do you care about your reputation from their perspective anyway? Like, these are people that have, you know, they've had the same amount of time and an opportunity as you to change, and they haven't. But like, you have been slowly and steadily working on yourself. So I'm not even sure that these people should matter. The Hermit, Virgo energy, the Ten of Cups, the Three of Swords, the Two of Wands at the bottom, and Judgment. I think it's learning a lot about how you do have to move, because certain people are creeping, you know what I mean? To me here it's like learning how to protect your peace by separating yourself from individuals that you feel like would betray you or hurt you, or they wouldn't respect some type of boundaries that you have. Like really just focusing on what's going to make you happy and what you want in life is kind of key here right now, or that's how you feel about things. I think that you're making some final decisions on people. You may feel like, some people are just fake, or they're just like, I don't know. I think stuck in their ways is how I'm feeling. I feel like you're just kind of in this selfish era, and it's not actually selfish because I feel like you're working on some type of project here that is selfless. It's to help others. But you feel like you need to save all of your time and energy for yourself and like the people who really matter here. The people who aren't supportive, the people who don't show up for you can basically eat a dick and die. Like that's, and I don't feel like that's like a strange thing. It seems to just be like the planetary alignment right now. Like some of the most recent readings that I've done are just people finally not giving a shit about anything and doing what's best for them. And I mean, this is really mature. And honestly, for most of you, I want to say I'm really proud of you, because most people have a really hard time coming out of this, you know, or at least these patterns. But, especially if this is something like tarot, you just got to get used to that, baby. You got to remember back to the time where you were like deeply addicted to a person and like fucked up over it, like how you wanted to be spoken to, or, you won't find that on my channel, unfortunately. So I get a lot of heat, but it's like that, like if you're going to do this kind of work, you're going to have to deal with some crazies. If you're going to say that you want to become like an addiction counselor or something, you're going to be dealing with some shit in there. You know what I mean? Like it's just part of the game. The Five of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, so it's like a lot of fussing and extreme drama, people who want attention. It's just like, and I feel like here you're not even dealing with that. Okay, let me get some advice. I don't know if I called it or not, but I had some Virgo here and some Scorpio energy. So in the advice, we have the Page of Wands, the Three of Wands. Prosperity lies ahead. New Moon in Taurus. I feel like it's saying just do what you're doing and what's driving you, what's making, what's your little passion here. Do what's good for you here, and like leave out don't worry about what, see how them two are sitting back there talking. Don't worry what the fuck people are saying. Don't worry about the snickering ass hee ha ha hyenas out here. Like don't, because if they could be in your position, they would be, but they can't. And that's just that. Focus on, what it is that you want in life here, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't have it. And if people be laughing at you, it's all right, because you're going to be laughing right to the bank later. Like, you will definitely have the last laugh with whoever these people are. I feel like there are just some, people who are deeply insecure and fucking hate themselves and projecting that shit onto you. That's what's going on here. And yeah, go ahead and close them out. Like, obviously they don't really... A lot of times, you know, you can see why people have the problems that they do have here. You know, they're going to treat you like filth, and fuck them people. That's just the energy you have to show up in here. All right, I'll see you soon.